like that whole fucking police department, everybody on that fucking project board, whatever the city's trying to build there. I don't know what it was, some fucking mall or some bullshit. Like all of those people
They're
need
supposed
to
to be
be
revamping
fucking
the neighborhood.
tried for like terrorism and
Yeah.
shit.
That's...
You're never gonna get to that though.
No. They're gonna
They're
build. They're
not gonna
that
charge
shit. That shit's
like
gonna
the
get
cop
built.
who did it. They're not gonna seriously investigate and put it all together. It's just not gonna happen. And even if they do, they're just gonna be like, "Wow, ain't that some shit?" Moving
Look at
on.
this isolated incident.
You know,
What do you mean? Where did all these walls come from?
What the fuck?
Sydney got me into listening to this podcast recently about the. It was like an 8-part podcast about the origin and history and all the way up to the present of militarization of police. And I mean, obviously there were a lot of specific stories in there that were, I didn't know. They're interesting to find out, often horrifying to find out. But one thing really stuck out to me was like a sort of collection of events that kind of form a timeline, and it's like one of the major sort of catalysts for a professional police force was the quelling of strikes, labor movement. To put that down, crack the whips, get these people back to work, and
Fucking
they did
Pinkertons.
this to a pretty successful degree. And they had no problem, coming in and literally murdering people by the hundreds in order to get, the strike movement back on. So it's interesting to think, in light of that one of the main reasons it is so difficult to prosecute or to even, in fact, investigate police officers is because of police unions. They have the strongest, hands down, the strongest union that has ever existed anywhere
You were
in
talking
the
about
world.
this last time, Mike. Right? Yeah.
Just an insanely strong union. Yeah, they just basically part of their contracts that they sign when they get hired that you can't investigate me in various ways until you've actually proven that I have done something intentionally and egregiously wrong. You can't look at anything that I've done really, and it's the real fucked up thing about this sort of situation. That if something isn't done now, it will never be done. To these particular, this isn't something that's like, a couple of years down the road, maybe they'll finally get something they'll need and they'll lash onto it and they'll prosecute. So what I learned from this process is that part of what the police union does is expunge police records.
Yikes.
Between 6 to 2 years. That's ranging all over the United States. That's how long it will take for for this police officer's involvement in this case to disappear. There will be no record left of anybody having anything to do with this.
That's
within
really
2
spooky.
years. And as soon as 6 months.
I don't like that. What the fuck?
That's why it's, so disheartening to hear about, or to notice that these major outlets aren't really picking up on any of the actual details of this case. And I'm not asking you to speculate. Why don't they just probe deeper into what the connection?
How about some
Breonna Taylor?
investigative journalism?
Right.
Could use some of that.
What is the connection between her and this Glover guy? What does that connection mean?
Why is it so important that she had to die for it?
Money, money,
We
money,
had other
money,
stuff,
money,
didn't
money,
we,
money,
Hans?
money, 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 money,
Oh,
money,
yeah, that's
motherfucker.
right. Yeah.
Did you?
I think it was like 30, I don't know, millions of dollars they put into this project. They gotta kill some people. It's supposed to help those people, that's the thing. It's supposed to help those people in that area. Like, can we get rid of your trash house so we can make something worthwhile here? But you won't ask and incentivize these people. Instead, you knock them over. That's nice. Dang, we had something that wasn't so dark, right?
People getting murdered by cars.
Oh, yeah, that's on there. That's on there. No, let's talk about the virus instead.
Well, it's
I got a
back, baby.
test. It sucked. It sucked ass. And they made me do it to myself, so it was like, it was weird, man.
They made you
Doing
suck
it
your
through
own
the
ass.
drive-thru. Yeah. I was like, I can't reach. Keep bending. There's a dude talking to me through a CVS window. He's like, stick that mug all the way in there, about an inch. I'm just glad it wasn't the one that goes all the way in. That's why a nigga was not outside. I'm gonna wait till they get that thing a little bit better. That shit looked kind of rushed to me. Like, stick that bitch all the way up in there. Hell no. I'm waiting on the results. They said they'll open sooner if they get a number close to a good enough number